In the morning we'll do business, we'll do trade. Yes, we trade in the morning. We'll be doing that. Now, let's go to that cave over there. Retrieve the Ariel's bow. Although I don't think that that will be easy. Right, Serena is with me, right? Good. Right, let's see if any of those guys, of those Dawnguards, have any interest on ambushing. No ambush this time, that's cool. Right, to Dark Fall Cave. Right, let's see what to expect now. Come on, loading screen. Only one what's that? Right, I don't like the looks of that. I really don't like the looks of that.
Oh, what is it?
Right, let's go. What's this?
Who's there?
It's dead.
Done and done.
Right. Huh. Interesting cave. On my way out, probably. Right. My goodness. We certainly don't want to fall in there.
Eyes open.
Yeah, I guess we don't have much of a chance, do we?
Yes.
Right. No chance, Serena. Whoop. This will be interesting to see now. Oh my goodness. Alright, I'm falling with with spiders. Alright, spider ambush. Right, let's go. You can count on that. Done and done now.
What is it?
That's nothing. We're entering in Falmer territory, and Spider too. Right, let's use a bit of destruction. There you go. Right, so what's this? Skeletos. Yeah, skeletos. Right, let's evolve a bit on the destruction. Yes, please. Rune Master, no. There you go. There you go. Like that. All rest is not that much interested to me. Not much interest there is in those other perks. Now, here's what I'll need to be doing is to go over there. Well, let's do this the hard way. Let's fight a bit and level up a bit of destruction. Right. Right, it's over there. So let's see this. Breton. Arkfall Cave Note. Right, Breton. Let's see what you had to say about the Darkfall Cave Note. Sister, I know you'll come find me, but it will be too late. If you find us, get out this Forsaken as soon as possible. We're fools to think we could live so close to such creatures and live peacefully. Huh, you mean the farmer, probably. Back to camp with you after we placed the torches down here. I thought these trolls would be different, that they would somehow understand that we did not want to hurt them. I am now cornered and it's only a matter of time before one of the trolls decides to finish me off. I hope it will be a quick death. Farewell, fair sister. Right, so he has been attacked by something. And he left a lot of stuff that I'll be taking. Amulet of Standard, so that means that he is, without a shadow of a doubt, probably a vampire hunter or a priest of Standard. Either way, he's probably an enemy.
Why would anyone want to set up camp here? Do you need something?
That's a good question. Why would anyone want to do that? So we have a lot of options to explore this dark folk. Ah, it's yours. Right. You've been busy. Oh shit. God damn it. Man, this place is confusing. It's clearly one way. Right. My god.
Stay on your guard.
Alright, there's some trolls there. Giant vitality would be useful. That guy is no more. What are they doing over there? My god. Probably eaten alive. But let's go up. Eaten. This troll is a normal cave troll, so not much to be seen there, except that he likes to eat people. That's all there is to see. Dead bones and dead people. Now what are these guys doing? Ah. This is interesting.
Come forward. You have nothing to fear here.
I can feel some kind of power from it.
So what is this?
What is it?
Who are you? Knight-Paladin Gelebor.
I am Knight-Paladin Gelebor. Welcome to the great chantry of Oriel.
Is this a snow elf? A legendary snow elf?
Oriel, Oriel, Halkosh, Akatosh, so many different names for the sovereign of the snow elves.
There it is. A snow elf. Or not yet a farmer.
I prefer snow elf. The name Falmer usually holds a negative meaning to most travelers. Those twisted creatures you call Falmer, I call the betrayed. Of course, you're here for Oriel's bow. Why else would you be here? I can help you get it, but first, I must have your assistance.
So this is a snow elf. Not yet transformed or evolved to a farmer. Two different races, by the way. Right, but... First of all, how did you know?
For the thousands of years I've served as the Chantry's sentinel, there hasn't been a single visitor here for any other reason. They request Oriel's bow, and I request their assistance. It's been repeated so many times, I can't imagine it any other way.
Why is that?
I need you to kill Archcurate Vertha, my brother.
What? But that means that I killed him. He has been killed many times, but why?
The kinship between us is gone. I don't understand what he's become, but he's no longer the brother I once knew. It was the betrayed. They did something to him. I just don't know why Oriel would allow this to happen.
Akatosh, you mean?
They swept into the Chantry without warning, and began killing everyone without pause. The Chantry was a place of peaceful worship. I led a small group of paladins, but we were no match for the betrayed's sheer numbers. They slaughtered everyone, and stormed the inner sanctum, where I believe they corrupted Vertha.
Interesting.
He's alive. I've seen him, but something's wrong. He never looks as though he's in pain or under duress. He just stands there and watches, as though waiting.
Interesting.
Leaving the way shrines unguarded would be violating my sacred duty as a Knight-Paladin of Auriel, and an assault on the betrayed guarding the inner sanctum would only end with my death. Yes, let me show you.
Holy magic, restoration. Right, show me the way. Ah, that's the way.
So this is snow elf magic. Incredible.
This structure is known as a way shrine. They were used for meditation and for transport when the chantry was a place of enlightenment. Prelates of these shrines were charged with teaching the mantras of Auriel to our initiates.
What's that basin in the center signify?
Once the initiate completed his mantras, he'd dip a ceremonial ewer in the basin at the way shrine's center and proceed to the next way shrine.
So these initiates had to lug around a heavy pitcher of water. Marvelous. How long would they have to do that?
Well, once the initiate's enlightenment was complete, he'd bring the ewer to the chantry's inner sanctum. Pouring the contents of the ewer into the sacred basin of the sanctum would allow him to enter for an audience with the arch-curate himself.
All that just to end up dumping it out? Makes no sense to me.
It's symbolic. I don't expect you to understand.
So, let's get this straight. We need to do all that nonsense to get into the temple so we can kill your brother and claim Arnold's bow.
I know how it all sounds. But if there was another way, I'd have done it long ago. The only way to get to my brother is by following in the initiate's footsteps and traveling from way shrine to way shrine, just as they did. The first lay at the end of Darkfall Passage, a cavern that represents the absence of enlightenment. There are 5 in total, spread far apart across the chantry. Caves? Oh no. The chantry encompasses far more than a few caves, as you'll soon discover. But before I send you on your way, you'll need the initiate's ewer.
Alright. So where do I... Alright, thank you.
Once you've located a way shrine, there'll be a spectral prelate tending to it. They will allow you to draw the waters from the shrine's basin, as if you've been enlightened. This may be the last time we're able to converse. If you have any questions before you leave, I suggest you ask them. Otherwise, all I can do now is grant you my hopes for a safe journey.
Thank you.
Questions? I expected as much. They're ghosts of the snow elf priests that tended the way shrines before being slaughtered by the betrayed. Through the grace of Auriel, they were restored to their spectral form to enable them to continue their duties.
Interesting.
I'm afraid in their current form, they still believe the chantry to be an active center of worship. They won't respond to you in any way other than believing that you're an initiate and you're undertaking the journey to the inner sanctum.
Alright. Interesting.
This is, or was, the epicenter of our religion. Most of the Snow Elf people worshipped Auriel. The chantry was constructed near the beginning of the First Era to provide a retreat for those that wished to become enlightened. Our empire had temples to some of the other deities. Trinimac, Sirabane, Yffrey, and Finister rounded out the rest. But those temples paled in comparison to the glory of the chantry and its way shrines. Oh yes, they were an important part of the process here. They represented the steps the initiates took on the path to total enlightenment. Sadly, the magic used to construct these wonders were lost long before I arrived here.
Alright.
We were once a wealthy and prosperous society that occupied a portion of Skyrim. Unfortunately, we were constantly at war with the Nords, who claimed the land as their ancestral home.
I see. I see. But wait. The Nords were rather barbaric, so what happened? And why did my Arcanishiner did this sound?
In a manner of speaking. We had always maintained an uneasy alliance with the underground-dwelling dwarves, And when faced with extinction, we turned to them for help. Surprisingly, they agreed to protect us, but demanded a terrible price. The blinding of our race.
Ah, that explains why the Thalmor are like they are.
There were splinter groups that resisted the agreement, and even some that sought alternate alliances. But when it was all said and done, those elves were either slaughtered, vanished, or gave up and took the dwarves' bargain. I've often asked myself that very same question. The blinding of my race was supposedly accomplished with a toxin. Certainly not enough to devolve them into the sad and twisted beings they've become. The Chantry is quite isolated, so it took some time for word of the dwarves' offer to reach us here. By the time the compact had been completed, it was too late for us to even attempt to intervene. Correct. We only numbered perhaps 100 at the time, so our presence remained a secret to the dwarves and the Nords. Ironically, our undoing came at the hands of our own people. Yes, they swarmed the Chantry in vast numbers until we were completely overrun. We never really stood a chance. I assumed that the Archcurate was corrupted by them when they found a way to breach the inner sanctum.
Interesting. Very interesting.
Bertha and myself are the only two snow elves that remain. May Auriel watch over you.
A race of instinction. They are no, not instinct, but extinct. Yes, that's the correct word. A race that is extinct, dead, destroyed, like the dodos. Partly eaten by English navigators or sailors. How did you do this? My God, how did you do that? Good to know. There's a fast way out of here. Good to know that.